all this coalition? What informed the decision of the what is the motivation?
Face to face, now the real matters. We dey talk with the young things where they touch you.
You're highly welcome today on FaceToface TV. Today we want to dive little into politics. Know what is happening, what has been trending, what is coming. It is all over the media. The coalition, the alliance that top politicians in Nigeria is forming, and we just want to know today if it is for unity of purpose or another strategy to grab power. And today we have a very special guest in our midst. He has been one of the pillars of this particular podcast and firm. He has been very supportive and also a very top politician, but you may not know. There are some politicians who are silent, who are also doing their work underground, who are making sure that everything will be, in fact, they are kingmakers. One of the kingmakers in the political sphere today is here. He's no other person than Surveyor Chibike Michael Njoko. Surveyor, you're welcome, sir.
Thank you for having me.
All right, today we are going, just like I made an introduction, in the ever-evolving theater of Nigerian politics. New alliances are forming. Old enemies are shaking hands, embracing each other, trying to analyze their mistakes, trying to build up new hopes, and coming together. Then in the chessboard is being reset. Why this sudden coalition? Is it for unity of purpose or another strategy, just like we saw in 2015, to change the button, to grab power, and also maybe to remain in power as the case may. So, sir, what do you think? Why all this coalition? What informed the decision of the what is the motivation?
In one word, I would say it's just interest. As I've always told you, politics is for politicians, and the major thing in politics that concerns the politician is interest. No interest, no politics. So the coalition is, as I may see it, is what politicians does. Okay, when they see they don't have capacity to change things all alone, they coalesce, come together to see what they can do to seize power. But Tinubu administration is barely 2 years, and looking at the people that called for the coalition that came together, I see it as they are not under one ideology, because they have a diverse ideology.
Diverse interests.
Diverse interests, because the Northern caucus in the coalition has their interests, which they play their cards close to their hearts.
Yeah.
Up to this moment, they have not really come up with their interest. You see all this, the campaign happen in the south, and certain governors are the ones the campaign. The north have not really said. They have not said anything. Yeah. All their governors are still in their parties.
Of course.
Okay, but then there's not much. I don't know why they will have in the coalition, because the obedient movement or the Obi wave in the coalition. There might not be any surprises on beyond what they used to offer before now, because why should I say so? The coalition that came together lost, a good number of them have lost goodwill for quite a long time. Okay,
do you call them expired politicians?
I would say expired, but a lot of the mission return have said
of course, definitely. Okay, it's just like when the people like David Mark comes up now to say we are in charge of Benue State.
Yes,
are you getting me?
So a lot of them have lost goodwill, because David Mark cannot campaign in Otubo and win followership. So and the likes of Chibike Amechi can never pull up a surprise in River State. One good thing that they only have now is that they were the good old strong governors during their time. You know, we don't have their kind again.
Yeah, of course.
You know, during their time, they were strong. They were the best.
And we are in charge of power. Yes.
So you can't compare the governors we have now with those governors.
Okay, let us quickly look into the composition of this coalition.
Yes.
The composition. Those who have, united, on quotes, those who have the old enemies who are now coming to shake hands. So what do you have to say about the composition?
Yeah, Mr. Steve, it's like you trying to use iron to mix with clay.
Yeah.
It will never form a strong bond. Any mixture of clay and iron will hardly bond. How can you, someone like air or fire, and you are bringing with P2B, people who have maintained a straight political ideology for quite a very long time,
and will never trade it for anything.
Yes, I have never shown sign that they're going to, because the character trait of the person of Erofan. Atiku has a set of guys who works for him as much as the money can flow.
I think he's the most let's say, I won't say desperate anyway. He is the person who has shown most interest in the presidential seats amongst all of them in Nigeria.
Yes.
I don't think there is any other person who has made the attempt, the effort, the everything, the seriousness, the desperation.
In politics, I don't think there's anything called desperation. I want to tell his interest.
Okay.
You are interested.
Okay, should more interest. Yeah.
Interest
in becoming the president
is paramount.
Okay.
So you don't see it as desperation.
Okay.
Everybody that comes into the game came there strictly on interest.
Yeah.
How is my interest going to be protected? Okay. Nobody comes to politics as a charity game. No, politics is never a charity game.
It's a serious business.
It's a serious business, and for politicians, and politics is interest. Full stop.
In your mention about the last fight of P2B, during the last election, you said there was nothing much, and now you don't see much as well. That fight was about that struggle was championed by the youths. I can say that there were not much backings, but now, if at all this coalition is going to walk along with the youths, only maybe that's the next thing we are going to talk about, who they are going to give their tickets, because that will determine whether this thing is going to go far or not. Are you getting me? So if they now have the backings of these old strong hands, those who can say okay, now go to the street, do your things, we are here. Are you getting me? It's a different thing from what happened in the past. So what are you going to see say under that condition, if both these men now, these old politicians and the youth are going to work hand in glove?
Yes, the coalition, I can give the coalition 60-40, 60 for the real APC, 40 for coalition if they give the ticket to Obi. Why do I say 40, give up to 40? If they don't give it to Obi, before 12 noon, APC would have carried the day. Okay? Yes, but 60-40 in the sense that if they give it to Obi, the Obide movement can never take second position. They are 100% in support of Obi.
Yeah. If
Obi agrees to be running mate, it's all over. Coming to the youths, I don't see the youths doing anything much different.
So are you suggesting that Obi would have relaxed till 2031?
You don't tell a politician to relax. Bola Ahmed Tinubu models Nigerian politics ahead of time. He is the only politician I know that thinks 10 years ahead of every other politician in Nigeria. He's one of the smartest.
And this is the time he's reaping.
So he
has sown. Yeah.
So if you ask me, Tinubu have foreseen this before now. So this coalition must have been one of his variables, and he has a plan for a long time, cooling somewhere in the coolers. Okay, so I don't think that Bola Ahmed Tinubu will be jittery about this coalition. I don't think the coalition would go. Okay. A surprise. Yes.
Your last words. We are almost done.
yes. My last word for your audience.
Yeah.
Our dad is used to go and build resilience outside. In the in the business world, when you build resilience, get capacity, you can now have a second address first before joining politics. In politics, there is no sympathy.
No.
Okay.
No.
It's not a tea party.
Face to face, now the real matter.